Oh my gosh, we're live.
We are live at 5.
5. It's been a minute. Uh-oh. Is the connection bad?
No,
Hopefully not.
I think it's good.
Yes.
Right on.
How are you, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
You feeling okay today?
I still have those pains on my left side, like bloating, gassy feelings.
That's kind of scary. It's been a little scary, right? Because you're doing all you can to...
Yeah, I'm doing everything I can, and I've been tested for it. So I may go see a gastroenterologist next.
Yeah.
Or a OBGYN.
Yeah. So I
because
think
it
that'll
could
be
be
good.
it could be menstrual,
Or it could be
gastro,
digestive or something.
Yes.
I hope you're going to be okay. I hope it's just because you're a little bit farty.
Yeah.
And nothing more serious. But you've been eating really healthy.
Trying to. Hi, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
We didn't say hi to people.
Hi, people. Welcome to our channel.
Yeah, I know we said we'd be live at between 5:15 and 5:30, but we're a little bit early.
We're on time today.
Yeah.
Live at 5.
Yeah. Your cheekies are a little red.
They are. I was out in the sunshine today with the dog. I took the dog to his doctor's appointment, and then we went to a dog park that we haven't been to, and he loved it. He was so excited. He was like, "Ooh, I haven't been to this park in a long time." And he went in the river and swam. It was a fun day, but now I'm warm.
Yes. And we've just been kind of hanging out. Well, I always say that, but it's just been so dang hot. And I don't like the heat. Angie likes it.
I don't mind it.
She can tolerate being out in the heat and swimming at the same time. I like to swim when the sun is just kind of going down, so there's a little bit more shadows happening.
So you're protected from the sun beating down on you.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because it's not like you can really reposition yourself, and you can't really move around. So
no,
you have to make sure the shade on you is consistent.
Yeah, and I have gone swimming 4 times.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
We've got all this footage of me in the pool, but none of Haley in the pool.
Because there's no one to help film when we're in the water. We need like a GoPro.
Next time we'll get footage of both of us in the pool swimming.
Yeah, Angie holds me in the water. I don't technically float or swim on my own, and that's okay with me. I don't really have a desire to learn how to swim on my own. Like, I don't really care. I don't know why. I just...
Not your thing.
I don't like the feeling of feeling, helpless in the water. I have no control in the water. And that's partly why I don't like it. So that's just how I feel. Hi, Warrior on Wheels.
Howdy. Welcome
with
to our
Sally
channel.
Edwards.
We're doing pretty good. How are you?
Make sure to hit that like button, everybody, please.
We've got a couple more viewers. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, swimming is, I can totally appreciate and understand why it's just not your thing.
And I don't like water in my face either. So, that's gonna happen if you go swimming and you swim, on your belly, you're gonna get water in your face unless you swim on your back.
You want to hear an idea I had? I don't know if I already shared it on the live before.
Maybe an idea about my swimming?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I know you're not into it, but what if someone invented like the perfect floaty that like holds you up in the water, your head and neck are completely out of the water, and it has like a little like a little control on it, like on your chair, and you can control where it goes in the water.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
That would be sweet.
That'd be amazing.
So any inventors out there who wants to help Haley be able to enjoy the water.
Yeah, and I'd prefer to not have to put my legs through anything.
Yeah.
Because that scares me. So
basically, when I hold her in the water, I hold her basically the way her chair holds her up. Just like, one hand under the bottom and one hand supporting her.
Yeah, people don't really know how you carry me.
Up and down.
Show them, show them.
How I carry you?
How you pick me up.
Or in the water?
Just in
how I pick you up? Okay, it's a little different just picking you up.
Do you have a dolly you can show?
I'll demonstrate on porch.
Yeah, this is how I get picked up, everybody. Don't ask me why I don't mind showing this right now, but I don't mind.
It's good for people to know how people do things differently,
Yeah. So I show them how I can't be picked up.
So pretend she's laying down, and her legs don't hang like this. Really, because her legs are like, they're like out to here. And so, but she's like this, and then I pick her up, I put one hand through the legs and support her back like this, and then one hand under the neck and shoulders. Just lift up slowly, and then transfer to wherever she's going.
Yeah.
If it's on the toilet, then it's like this, straight down on her toilet chair or the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Now, this is how you do not pick her up. Like this. That's a huge no-no. That's because, that's pressure on and weight
my
on
back
areas
and my ribs.
That she can't support herself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very careful one hand underneath the back and butt, and one hand under the shoulders and neck, and you slowly carry her to where she needs to go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie, for your help. And so when we're in the pool, I have one hand supporting her bottom like this, and then usually just like this, and I'm holding her up. I usually kind of do a weird pose in the pool, and I have her like this.
Yep.
And I try my darndest to keep her head up out of the water.
Yeah. Thank you, honey, for showing.
You're welcome. Thank you, Charlie, for being our little model.
So, yep. That's how we do it around here. That's why it's important that I stay somewhat thin, because pretty soon Angie won't be able to pick me up, because I'm hefty. I'm under 50 pounds, but not quite. I mean, not far off from 50 pounds. And I have friends in the OI community, which is osteogenesis imperfecta, brittle bone disease, that have to use a Hoyer lift to transfer them from chair to bed, etc. And I have never been on a Hoyer lift. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about it. They're probably used to doing it that way. But for me, if I had to go from getting picked up by a person to then having to use a Hoyer lift, that would be an adjustment for me that I'm not ready to take on yet. So.
It's scary. I mean.
Yeah.
And you're dead weight. It's not like you can, for the most part, you can't really support yourself when you're being lifted or anything like that. So it's scary and it's tricky, and everybody with OI does things a little differently depending on the structure and the mechanics of their body.
Yeah, everyone with it is different. And, I always get people compare me to like someone that has it, and they're like, well, they can do that. Why can't you do that? And it's like, it's just not.
Because my body is different. My body works differently.
Yeah.
So, but I'm proud of you for all you've done and getting in the pool this season. Thanks to your dad for helping us.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
He actually encouraged her to go in the pool because she
Yeah.
wasn't going to do it. And he's like, you're going. You're
Yeah.
going swimming.
But I didn't want him to hold me in the water just because he likes to try little surprise dips and things with me. I mean, nothing like painful, but just
joking around.
Things I don't feel comfortable doing in the water, in the pool. I just no. So I let this one, my love here, hold me in the water.
I don't dare try any tricks.
Well, I didn't let her. She wanted to, and I'm honored to have her do it.
It's fun. It's cozy. I like taking a dip with you. I like it.
Yeah, and we swam together, literally, like
we did
from one side of the pool to the other.
So going through the deep end, holding Haley is you really have to use your legs and your core muscles.
So, she's all holding on to the side of the pool.
And also hold on to the side of the pool because if you're going through the middle of the deep end, like, and your feet aren't touching and you're carrying somebody completely up out of the water, that's good exercise. It's actually a really good exercise. It's true. Hey, Firefly.
Hi, Firefly.
How you doing?
Hi, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Hi, Joyce. Hi, Kathy.
How's everybody doing?
So, those are our swimming pool time stories.
Yes.
Tomorrow, speaking of hot weather, it's going to be a whopping 107 degrees here. Between 107 and 110 here where we live. So you can tell by my expression, or maybe not. You may not tell.
She's so excited, you guys.
I'm not. I am so not excited for that weather. Hi, Home Fink. Yes, Carol, we love Starbucks.
Yes, Starbucks is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
You know what sucks though? Since this quarantine, we've been getting a lot of our stuff delivered to the house. Especially when it was just me caring for her, because I didn't really want to go out and drive anywhere and leave her here alone. I can, but I don't always want to. But what was I going to say? Oh, we've been ordering in our coffee and croissants and everything. And when you use one of those like Uber Eats services, it doesn't let you use your rewards for your coffee, your Starbucks rewards, which is a huge bummer because I would have earned a whole bunch of stars, but I got it through Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever, and then you can't get your rewards.
Oh, that's lame.
So
that's right. I forgot about that.
Poo-poo. But yeah, I guess it just helps to go drive and get your coffee. Go pick it up yourself.
And we have matching shirts on today.
We do.
And we bought them for each other.
We did.
Aww.
You're so sweet.
I bought you yours.
And it fits so good. It fits like they had me in mind when they designed this specific shirt. They really did. It's nice and loose around the tummy area, but it's not too horribly baggy. I like it. It fits great.
Mine's a little bit snugger than I'd like, but you can't tell because it's so, like, it's got give to it.
Yeah, it's like soft.
Yeah.
Really soft. So is mine.
Great
shirts.
I love it. And we're not sponsored by Champion.
We're not.
But we could be.
We could be.
Come on, Champion. Come to mama.
Because we're champs. Thank you, Joyce. She said she loves our relationship.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you so much. That always makes our day.
We're not always this peppy.
We're a bit peppy. Oh, thank you, Carol. That sounds awesome.
Thank you, Carol.
We have our P.O. box listed on our channel in the description.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yeah, speaking of, we need to check our P.O. box.
Yeah, we do.
We haven't tested it in a
We've
while.
been lazy about it. Sorry, guys. We need to go check our.
Yeah.
It's true. Maybe tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
We'll do it tomorrow.
I'll let you go maybe on your own because, for one, our the vehicle doesn't have AC right now, and yeah.
No sense taking a bus because it's like basically walking distance, but not for Haley in 107-degree weather.
Mm-mm. No, I do not like it. So I want to tell you a couple things. First thing is Angie and I are going to be interviewing another inner-abled couple on Tuesday, and that should be really fun. They seem like really cool people.
Yeah, I can't wait.
But we're not going to say who it is.
Nope, it'll be a surprise.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll tell you all about them, and they have a channel as well. So hopefully they'll get some exposure as well through this interview.
They seem like really fun and exciting people.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk with them and get to know them.
So that's going to be fun. And then I'm going to be editing a video just of random things between Angie and I. Nothing
spectacular, but just random day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Swimming and
being silly.
But it'll be fun because it's good enough to make a video out of. So
random.
Just nothing specific.
Random
really.
Skin blotching.
That was so weird yesterday. But you'll see in the video what we're talking about with the skin blotching.
Kathy, Adam is great.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's doing so good. Aren't you, buddy? He had a doctor's appointment today. And then we took him to the dog park. And he's happy. When it's really hot outside, he doesn't stay out too long. But
And my caregiver tried to get Adam out early this morning for a walk, but he didn't want to leave the premises. He doesn't like leaving Angie or I in the house when we're not with him.
I have to, it's like I should have told him, it's okay, you can go with Auntie on a walk.
Yeah.
You can go with her on a walk. You don't need my permission. He just, he has to have everything just so. He has to have all the pack together at all times.
Yes.
But that was really kind of her to offer.
It is. And Adam has been laying with me more in our bed. I'm trying to get him used to laying close to me again because I don't really lay down that much unless I'm going to bed, for the night. And Adam doesn't sleep in my bed because I don't like dog hair in the bed. Now, don't come at me about it.
She's very particular about her sheets.
Yeah. And so, but lately I've been a little bit more laxed about letting him just lay down with me for a little while before we go night-night. And at this point of the night, he's really calm.
Tired and ready to go to bed.
Yeah. And so he's just really calm and lays down. But still, he doesn't like getting really close to me. I think he's a little bit nervous.
Because it's been so long since he used to lay down with her a lot when he was a puppy. And then as he's gotten older, it's a little bit scarier to have him around her, You don't know if he's going to jump on her or bump her on accident.
But he really doesn't.
He doesn't. He knows. He's so smart. He's so good.
But then I started scratching him. Well, that was the ticket. He leaned into me a little bit and then he laid down.
Don't you love it when he does that?
He loves getting scratchies.
He loves his scratchies. Let's show him. He's over there on his chair.
There.
You love your scratchies, huh, Adam? Say, I love scratchies.
He's been on that chair ever since he was a puppy.
Yep, that's his throne.
I keep saying I want to get new chairs for this room, but
he would miss his little throne.
Yeah, he would.
We'd have to keep that one.
So, the other thing I want to talk about is I watched this YouTube short called Things That You Think I'm Thinking. And it was about this gentleman that was a burn man. And he was just starting to get back into the dating world again. It had been 10 years since he had gone on a date. And I mean, he's very severely burned, this actor. He legitimately was burned back in 2016. He was in a apartment fire.
So sad.
And his friend rescued him and got him out.
How scary.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember I watched a documentary about him, and his friend said that when he carried him down the stairs after he was, done, he stood up like he was, alert for a minute. And he's like, "What? Quit pouring water on me, you guys. Quit pouring water on me. I'm fine." But then he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember any of it, but that's a good thing.
Wow.
I'm reading what Debbie wrote. I'll keep your daughter in our prayers, Debbie.
Oh, wow.
Really send good thoughts to her.
Yes. Prayers for your daughter. How scary. I hope that she doesn't have it. Lots and lots of prayers for her and you.
Yes. Definitely send you prayers.
And my hat's off to all the doctors and nurses and medical workers out there that are, working their asses off in full exposure to, not full exposure, but like really close exposure to the virus.
Yeah.
So my hat's off to them. They're going above and beyond.
Yes. But I will definitely keep her in my prayers.
I keep realizing I'm not looking at the camera and I'm like looking down.
I'm not looking at the camera either. It's really hard to remember to do that.
Right.
But as I was saying, this man, right after they hosed him down, he was standing up and he was like, "Leave me alone. I'm quit pouring water on me." But then he doesn't remember any of that. But this actor, he's just so like humble and like not angry. He's not bitter. He's not, anything. Like he's just grateful to be alive. And they had to amputate most of his arms off to save him. And even with that, even with the burns and the amputated arms, like he's just like a beautiful soul. And this movie, well, not a movie, but
it's like a short film.
It's like showing his nervousness and his I'm so bad at explaining stuff.
No, you're doing great. You're doing wonderful.
It really showed his nervousness on his date with this man. Like he kept the man that doesn't have any arms, like he spilled his beer all over the floor. And so the date was trying to help him clean it up. And he's like, "No, don't help me." Like, so then the date like walked away and he's like, "Oh, you're just going to leave now?" He's like, "No, I'm just standing here. Like, what's your problem?" And he's like, "I know what you're thinking. You're just here because you feel bad for me."
He's like getting really defensive.
Yeah.
And the dude's just like literally just standing there trying
Yeah.
to enjoy his date with them.
But like, I totally could relate to what he was feeling, because I remember when I was first dating people, I was like, well, why are they really with me? Or do they have a fetish? Because that's what he thought. He thought that this guy had a fetish, like, for like amputee people or burn people. But he literally was there because he liked him. And so it was just a really interesting movie, and it was relatable.
At first, I thought it was just a regular like YouTube like interview type thing, but it wasn't. It was a short film, so it was really well done, well videographed, well acted. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like is they used the R word in it.
Oh yeah.
And it really sucks that there's that stigma that people think, oh, you must have a fetish. Like, it's why? I can't just like someone for who they are. That's all I've ever done is I see the beauty in everyone, and I see souls, and I don't care, how different somebody is. It doesn't even register with me. It's not a fetish. It's just there's nothing wrong. Everybody needs to learn how to, see people for who they really are and not make judgments because of differences. So That's just how I feel about it.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Because, you're looking at it from like the date's point of view. Like,
yeah.
Why is he freaking out so much? But it is true. You put up this like
defense
wall to protect yourself.
Because and rightfully so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it must be scary. You don't know what people's intentions are.
Yeah.
And there are sick people out there.
Yeah.
So, I can understand it from the burn victim's point of view too, or the disabled person's point of view, because, it must be scary. For me, it's even scary knowing what people's intentions are.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Haley's intentions were at first.
Yes.
I mean, I automatically just don't trust people.
She doesn't. And she even didn't trust me. I'm like, what am I going to do to her? Like, what can I possibly do to her to hurt her? Besides, like.
And it's not that she would, not her specifically, but like anyone that I'm meeting for the first time. There's like a wall that goes up, a defense system that goes up. So, it could go both ways from both angles. You never know what somebody's intentions are.
And even now, I've been with Angie for 11 years and I still worry, like, I don't know, like what happened, like what was said in the documentary Barcroft. Like, when is she going to be over this life dating someone that can't travel, can't hike, can't bike, can't swim, can't go here or there whenever on the drop of a dime? When is she going to be over that life? That still goes on in my mind today. And I try not to let that part of my brain go on, but it does. And, that's just an insecurity that I have to work on in myself. Angie's not making me feel those things.
I hope not. I really hope not. And it's, it's sad. I understand where you're coming from, but it's sad because I treasure every minute we have together. And we do things, when it's safe and when there's no viruses going on. We do things and it's fun. And, I'm sure there's lots of couples out there where one likes to hike and camp and swim and go boating and the other one doesn't. And that's okay. You just go out by yourself or you go out with friends.
Yeah.
And right?
Yeah.
I mean, I treasure what our time together and what we can do together. And
I don't normally open up about my insecurities or my fears, but I think it's important for people watching, like, yeah, I love Angie so much and she loves me, but these thoughts still happen. They're real. It's not going to go away just because, oh, she said I do, she loves me, we're married, we're going to be this way forever. I don't know that, honestly, and she doesn't know that. But we say we're going to be together forever. So, sorry to get kind of heavy, but I'm trying to help other people that feel the way I feel.
yeah, I'm sure you're not the only one, and that's why we put that info out there. Is because I just wanted to address too. Dakota said, "Being transgender, I fear I can become a fetish." Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, and it just
you must really have trouble trusting people, Dakota, and I understand. I mean, I don't understand from your standpoint because I'm not transgender, but I know that it can be a scary world out there for you. And I want to say you're brave, and I applaud you for being your authentic self.
Being true to yourself,
Yeah.
Definitely.
So and maybe you worry sometimes that I'm gonna leave you. I don't know. You might.
That's always a fear in the back of my mind. Like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Like, my main insecurities are I'm not a good enough homemaker, not a good enough housekeeper, and keeping up on, like the housewife duties. And even sometimes caregiving. I don't know. Those are my insecurities. Basically, is not doing good enough, not being good enough, because I don't have that kind of motherly take care of the home type instinct in me. It's just not part of who I am. So it's been a lot of learning how to be that way, I guess. But
Jane says, a woman I was getting to know in Wales felt offended because I couldn't trust her right away. We no longer speak because of that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. And that's the thing. At least you knew your boundaries. You know? You have boundaries, and a red flag is when a person can't respect that. Like, like for instance, let's take it slow because, I don't know you. I don't feel I can trust you yet. And I prefer to take things slow. And if they get mad about that because you set your boundary, then they're not the one for you.
Mm-mm. And it's her loss deep down that she didn't want to take the time to wait for your trust. I think anything that's worth it is worth the wait. And with Angie and I, she couldn't move here right away. I wanted her to move here,
the second we met.
No.
The stereotypical lesbian U-Haul thing.
No, I would just mean like, sooner than it was. But I waited, and I told her I'd wait as long as it took. If it meant I get to be with her.
And she waited. It was rough, but it was soon. I said, look, I can't move in with you right away. My family's going through some stuff right now. I don't want to be away from my grandma, all these things. And you waited. Now, if you would have gotten really mad and, gotten upset with me, that should have been a red flag. And that has happened to me in the past with past relationships where I didn't know that my boundaries were allowed to be, I didn't know I was allowed to have boundaries for myself. So if someone got mad at me, anytime somebody got mad at me, it meant that I did something wrong. And so I just listen to them and fall for everything, but not no more. Now I know it's okay to have boundaries, and it's okay to let people be mad at me as long as I know I didn't do anything wrong and they're only mad at me because I don't want my boundaries crossed. Then bye. Bye, Felicia.
And I don't like people being mad at me. Nobody. I don't even like Angie being mad at me.
And that's a learned skill. Like if you know you didn't do anything and, you know.
But you're not mad at me very much.
No. Not you don't really do anything that really warrants my being mad at you. We irritate each other, of course. All couples do. But
hi, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you on here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Dakota says, you are good enough. I see that every time I tune in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, and it's bothering me because I look at myself on there and I'm like, why am I looking down?
Carol says, do you guys ever consider writing a book on your 11-year journey?
That's a great idea. I think we should. Like, you do the talking and I'll do the writing. That's a great idea. We should do that.
Maybe. My memory is kind of blotchy in those 11 years.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. A lot's happened in 11
yeah.
years.
Rightfully so. Yeah, there's been some accidents and some traumas. My babe.
But yeah, I mean, people have suggested us writing a book. Yeah.
I think we should do it. I've always wanted to write a book or be an author. It's not that money making or lucrative, so I've always put it off.
Well, YouTube isn't money making either, really.
Kinda.
It can be.
It can.
If we really, 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 really work hard at it.
Yeah, I think we're doing good.
Yeah.
Rachel got a tattoo. Awesome. What is the tattoo of?
Oh, thank you, Carol.
Awesome. Yeah, we should totally write a book. Doesn't have to be anything elaborate.
Doesn't have to be like a 20-chapter novel.
No.
She's sweaty, everybody.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't care.
It's hot here, you guys, but I don't mind it.
This is the woman that says she doesn't like the AC on, and now she's saying, "Ooh, it's hot."
I'm hot. No, I don't mind the heat. The heat and the sunshine motivates me. It always has. It's always made me very happy.
Are your pits moist?
Probably. Oh, you know what I saw on Facebook? Speaking of your armpit thing you have going on, a celebrity. I don't remember who it was because I don't know her, but there was an article about her, like so-and-so is growing out her armpits in quarantine, and it was a picture of her up like this, and she has like a full-on bush in her armpit.
No.
I'll show you it later. I forgot who it was, but
was it thick?
Yeah, dark hair. She's like full on.
See?
I was like, yes, queen.
We're weird.
We're weird. Haley likes armpits.
I don't know why.
Not
fascinating.
Not in a freaky way, but
not
just
in a sexual way either.
No.
Just in a weird way.
Yeah, like, oh, that person's.
There's the fly. Perfect time to use our.
He's taunting us.
Where is it?
Should I try?
Yeah.
I don't want to break my computer.
No, just like put it close to it. We have one of these. It's called Zabbits for the flies. Oh, it saw it immediately.
Not sponsored, but We need this because flies come in our home and they're irritating.
Yeah.
And it has this light on here, this USB light that can attract the fly. Did you know that?
Oh, is that what it's for?
Yeah. Or if it's in the dark and you can't see. I don't know, but I think it's cool. And then you push the button. Poor Adam, he starts shaking when I push the button. Poor baby. I think he can hear the buzzing noise. But yeah, I haven't caught a bug yet with it, but I'm sure your other caregiver can because she's the master fly swatter.
Do you want to say what inspired it?
The fly swatter?
Yeah. Our little tiff we had the other night.
Oh my goodness. So
You can throw me under the bus. It's all right.
there was this beautiful moth in
Beautiful moth. Okay.
her bedroom, our bedroom, but we sleep in different bedrooms sometimes. Anyway, there's this beautiful moth and she's hanging out in there. And Haley had told me about her earlier in the night before it was bedtime. And so I tried to shoo her out of the room. And I'm like, A, I can't reach her. B, I'm not going to kill a moth. I will never be able to live with myself. I won't kill a moth. Anything bigger than a fly, I have a hard time swatting flies because it just bothers me to harm a living thing. It really does. I cringe just thinking about it.
Bye, Rachel.
Bye, Rachel. Good to see you. So the moths ended up staying in the bedroom because I couldn't shoo her out. And she's up on the ceiling, you know. So I get Haley in bed and I tell her good night. We kiss good night and everything. And I go lay down in the other room with Adam, and all of a sudden I hear this, the moth is back.
Yeah, it was flying around me because I had my phone on.
It was attracted to the light of her phone. So I was drifting off to sleep and then went in there and I started to get irritated because I was tired. It's like 1 a.m. And she's like, why can't you catch it? Honey, catch it. Where is it? And I'm like getting so irritated. I'm like,
she was pissed.
I'm not going to kill the moth.
She was not happy.
But eventually I did get it out of the room with
Thank gosh.
We have this sweeper for the floor, one of those flat mops for the dry mop for the floor. And I kind of coaxed her to get on it, the moth to get on it, and she did. I kept like putting it up near her, and then she hopped on it. She really did. She hopped on it, and then I carried her outside on it.
Yeah, but yeah, she was not happy at me, and it was kind of stressful, but I understand why, because it was late.
I feel bad for getting upset, though.
I just, for some reason, when I'm in bed, the bugs like to come visit me in the bed.
It's because your phone, the light from your phone attracts them. I'm telling you.
I just don't like winged insects except for butterflies and ladybugs. I don't like flies, I don't like mosquitoes, and I don't like moths or mosquito eaters. Now, the only spiders I don't mind, because they don't really bother me, is daddy longlegs.
Yeah,
they stay put.
They hang out in one little corner and they like catch other bugs, right?
Yeah.
So they're useful.
Mm-hmm. We have a new person on. Her name is Sherry, rolling around the Tri-Cities. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Welcome.
Thank you for watching.
Tiggy.
Hi, Tiggy.
It's been a long time. Good to see you.
Tiggy Tig. Thank you for telling people to smash the like button. Dakota said she doesn't like butterflies. They startle her. Or
really?
Frighten her.
Aw.
Yeah, I can see how they can frighten, you know.
Like all of a sudden they're like in your face or something. I just can't handle harming. Even though sometimes they do startle me, insects, They do startle me and freak me out. Sometimes I still don't want to kill them.
Yeah.
But your other caregiver is really good for that because she don't play.
No, she don't.
She has zero tolerance and
Mm-mm.
she'll whack it immediately. Smack.
Yeah, and she's good at it too.
Mostly mosquitoes and flies though.
Well, thank you for watching our videos. That means a lot to us.
Thank you
I wish
so
we got
much.
more out more often, but really our days are not spent doing a whole lot. So it's like, what do we say? What do we film?
We keep busy though.
Yeah. We
But,
try.
yeah. We try to get out when there's somewhere we can go that's away from crowds.
Hi, Thomas. We're doing good.
Hey, Thomas. How are you? Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Yep, we're doing good, plugging along. I've been swimming more often and riding my bike. In fact, I'm going to do that tonight, ride my bike.
You are?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
How far?
Just around the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get worried about her riding.
She thinks I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah.
It has been about 15 or 20 years since I've rode my bike avidly. I used to live on my bike. I mean, literally, I was always on my bike. I rode it everywhere. I didn't need to drive because it was all about the bicycle. But I was in a couple accidents, and so I kind of stopped riding my bike after that. But I've gotten back into it recently, so that's good.
Thank you, Carol.
Thanks, Carol.
We love you too.
We'll definitely check our box.
Thank you,
Thank you, Jane. You're awesome.
Aw,
Thank you so much. Yay. Woot woot.
We both have such a sweet spirit with each other.
Thank you.
Angie's spirit is sweeter than mine, but
no.
But thank
It's not
you
true.
So much. That means a lot.
It does. Thank you so much. You have a sweet spirit. You can be sassy, but you have a sweet spirit. I can be sassy too. I can be appeal sometimes.
She can be. There's another side to her.
There's another side to Angie.
Yeah, there is. But luckily she doesn't come out and play very much.
Whatever. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Pressy. I love that word. Thank you, Tiggy.
What kind of dog do we have? We have a Dachshund Chihuahua. He's a Chiweenie.
A Chiweenie.
His dad was a Chihuahua mix with something else.
Yeah.
We don't know what. And then his mom was a mini Dachshund.
Yes.
So he's as cute as can be. You want to see him?
Adam's doing good.
There's
Adam,
him.
say hi.
Hi, Bubba's. You on the camera.
Adam. Hi.
I feel awful. He's so afraid of this.
Look, his ears go up on
poor
me.
baby. But look. He's shaking. He's okay, Adam.
Did you turn it on or no?
I used it earlier, and he just was shaking so bad. Poor guy.
Christina wants to know, what are some, they can't see you now, what are some of our childhood memories? I think we've talked about this before, but we can say it again.
Definitely. You want to go first?
Let me see. Childhood memories. Well, I traveled to a few states for the National OI conventions, which was every 2 years they would have a convention, and we went to quite a few of them. I'd say we went to about 4 or 5 of them. And I think the best one was when we went to the conference in Orlando, Florida, back in '96. And we got to go to Disney World. And when you're, a kid, let's see, '96, I was like 11. So for 11-year-old kid, going to Disney World was like
Magical.
magical. It was like the best. And it was so fun, and we went to Epcot, and we went to just all over the place. But it was so hot. I remember how hot it was. It was humid, very, very humid. But it was just a really good time with the family, just the four of us, me and my brother and my mom and dad, and it was a really great memory. Also, Christmases were fun. I always slept with my parents on Christmas Eve. I don't know why I started that tradition, but I did. And I had to do it every year after that. And we would wake up, and my brother would go downstairs and get our stockings. And then we would all open stockings in my parents' room. And then we would go down and open presents later. But those are just a couple. I had a lot of great childhood memories, but those are some. How about you?
That's awesome, babe, that you have those. And Disney World, I don't think kids today, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, will ever know what that excitement is like, going to like Disneyland or Disney World. I never got to go when I was a kid, but I feel like nowadays things are more overpriced,
Yeah.
more overcrowded.
Yes.
And there's viruses and pandemics and mass shootings, and there's just all these things that kind of make things like that less enjoyable, in my opinion. But sucks, because I remember that was the big thing when I was a kid. Everybody, all my friends got to go to Disneyland. Everybody dreamed about going to Disneyland or Disney World, and now it's just like overcrowded, overpriced, dangerous things happen, viruses. So, but that's awesome that you have that lovely, fun memory of it.
Do you have a fun memory? Did you say already?
Oh, no. My favorite memories when I was a kid was going camping with my mom and going on like nature walks and stuff, and going by the water, because we lived on the Puget Sound area, and so like going to the beach was always fun. And then my other favorite memories was living at my grandparents' house during the summertime, because they lived on a lake, and so we spent a lot of time out there with them. And so just being on the water, swimming all day, every day, that was my greatest memories. That's why summer is my favorite season, I think. It's just like the summer sun. It's just like full of all these great memories for me, I think. Those are a few of my good childhood memories.
Did you say what Tiggy said?
That my grandpa would say.
That's scary.
That's scary. But you can't look at people on the streets or you get shot.
In Disneyland?
That's so scary.
Hi, Christina.
In the 80s, no less. Yikes.
Thomas says, do you get to see your parents? Yeah, I see my parents all the time. Probably once a month or every couple months.
Yep.
They come to visit.
Yep.
Or we FaceTime. So yeah, I see them quite a bit. Do you get to see your parents?
Sadly, no. I see my mom. Well, we video chat, my mom and I, and we talk on the phone every week. But I probably see her 1 or 2 times a year, which is sad. But when you live long distance and she still works full time, and
you kind of work.
I work full time. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah.
Do you guys have any other questions before? Oh, you wanted to talk about depression.
Oh, I just thought of that as like a topic if we couldn't think of anything.
Oh,
I don't remember what I was going to say. Probably just the importance of knowing or not knowing when someone is struggling with depression. And I mean like depressive disorder, not like you're sad because your cat died, but like if you have a major depressive disorder, there are different telltale signs. And it's not just being sad. Like if someone wants to stay in bed all day, or to you it looks like they're being lazy and unmotivated, but really on the inside they're struggling with something so great and intense that you can't even imagine. So it just helps not to judge people and just kind of be there for them. And listening is the best way to help somebody. Don't try to change them or give unsolicited advice. Because I follow all these groups on Instagram, and they just put out some great advice about different mental health disorders. And so it just got me thinking that, yeah, I mean, depression is a very hard thing to deal with. And too many people don't understand what it's like. So don't judge people. Don't just assume they're being lazy or unmotivated or antisocial. Don't judge them. Just realize they're going through something really, really heavy and really painful. Depressive disorders are painful. And it's like dealing with it's just really hard to describe. Like you're just bogged down by these heavy, heavy weights, and it doesn't go away. And it's hard to explain, but it's real and it really sucks. And it affects the body physically, and you can't just snap out of it. Yeah, all these things like going for a walk and getting fresh air helps, but it's not a cure. So the best thing you can do when someone's going through something is just listen. And if you can't help, at least don't hurt. That's my motto. If you don't get it, if you can't get past judging someone, at least don't hurt them. Don't add to the baggage they're already carrying inside.
yeah.
Don't add to the load. Just, move on about your day. Don't
push them.
Don't add to their overwhelm, Don't add to their baggage. Like sometimes people will say, oh, other people have it worse, it's not that bad. All these type of comments that really do not help when you're depressed, when you have a major depressive disorder, and people add to it with their ignorant comments. It's definitely not a help. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want my 2 cents.
Go for it.
I don't really have depression, but I have anxiety pretty much every day, all day. And that can be draining too. And that can have similar feelings of depression because anxiety sometimes gets in the way of doing things that you want to do.
Yeah.
And some people say, gosh, why are you worrying about that so much? Just don't even think about it. But it's like, you're not in my mind. You don't know whether it's a concern for me or not.
Yeah.
And you don't understand why I'm worrying about it. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't help when people say that. Kind of adds to it, if anything.
Yeah. People are just so ignorant about the way the mind works and all the different ways that somebody's mind can work and the way the brain functions. And It's like, people just need to try to understand a little better and have more empathy and not just assume that someone wants to be stuck in this anxious, depressed state of mind. It sucks. No one wants to live there. No one wants to stay in this state of mind. So people just need to be more empathetic and have compassion.
Thomas says, how long have you guys been a couple? Well, we got together in 2009. I believe the date was July 25th, 2009. So that is 11 years and almost a month. So 11 years, basically.
11 years.
Not to change the subject.
No, that's okay. So anybody out there struggling with depressive or anxiety disorders or any mental health issues, just give yourself grace. It's so important to give yourself grace. Don't listen to those voices in your head that put you down and make your struggles feel irrelevant, because it's relevant. And stay strong, believe in yourself, and be kind to one another.
Isn't that what Ellen says at the end of her show?
Yeah, I just ripped that off from Ellen.
Poor Ellen, she's in a pickle, right?
Yeah, did you guys hear? She's in a lot of hot water. I don't know what I have to say about all
Me
that.
neither.
I don't know. You just never know all the true facts of a situation. And I think it has more to do with the business side of things and not actual Ellen herself. I think it has to do with the company, or however that all works. The organization, the business people, the producers. Because a lot of that culture on those shows, it's all about what the producers decide and the people with the money decide. It's not like the face of the show. That's, I could be wrong, but I really don't think that Ellen deserves all this blame and backlash that she's getting. It's kind of like if you watch that show on Apple TV with Jennifer Aniston in it.
The Morning Show.
The Morning Show.
That's a good show.
It's a good show. They really delve into all the elements of running a talk show like that, and all the drama and the politics and the just the bad, unfair things that happen, the sexism, the racism, everything.
And, well, it's more about a news show, like a news
like
talk show.
Good Morning America, something like that.
Can you imagine having to report on the most sad, scary stories every day, and you're almost getting numb to it?
And you have to keep your sanity.
That would be so draining for me.
They really delve into all that, everything that these reporters go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those news talk shows, the morning show, they call it. And it's really intense, but it's a good show if you guys want to. It's on Apple TV. I think that's all that it's on. So.
Bye, Home Think.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's a lot of years, Thomas. It is.
Sure is.
But I'm ready for 11 more.
11 more happy years of fun and adventure.
Yeah. And like I said before, we've been making YouTube videos from day one. Mostly singing.
Yeah.
But
it was never in the beginning, it was never with the intention of having a YouTube channel, but
as a career. I consider this my career.
In 2016, we decided to make a hobby/career out of it. Decided to make it a thing.
And once we start getting more sponsorships and things like that, which, that's my goal, I want to give back. to a cause. And Angie and I have talked about that
That would be wonderful.
before.
That would be so great.
Something that's important to both of us. I would say I would like to give back to, like, you know, disabled queer people,
Mm-hmm.
or, you know,
Homeless youth,
yeah,
disabled queer people of color.
exactly.
I would really love to give to the autism community or the neurodiverse community, especially the Autism Self-Advocacy Network, which is a great network for people with autism or autistic people and other neurodiverse people. It's not just autism. So I think, and especially the people of color, the community, people of color who are autistic are largely underserved, and their lives matter too. So, yes.
Or I'd like to give to, like, an actors guild for people with disabilities.
There you go. That would
You
be
know,
a great one.
Yeah. Because I think it's important that all types of people are shown on the big screen. Not
Definitely.
just able-bodied people, but all kinds of people. And there are some amazing actors and actresses out there
Who are disabled.
that are disabled, and they don't get chosen as often
Yeah.
for things. So,
And that movie, I love Rain Man. That movie, it's a classic, but they really did a disservice to the autistic community, a huge disservice, because people look to movies for their experience of people with differences, and it's not an accurate portrayal. And people, that's where stigma and stereotypes come from. And so when people are faced with what autism really is, it's not this fantasy that you see on the screen. Or what a disability is. It's not what you see played out on the screen. It's just not the same reality at all. So I think that's great to, enable and empower people with differences or people with disabilities to play in roles that portray their specific situation.
Tiggy said, have you watched Rebranding Autism?
I haven't heard of it. It seems very interesting. Do they talk about neurodiversity? Probably do.
Give me a second. Rebranding Autism just won a film competition. Can't remember the name of it. The award was yesterday. Thanks for discussing autism. I don't feel like as much of an outsider. Oh, we talk about autism a lot, Dakota, on our channel.
We do.
Angie is closely connected to it, though she has never been formally diagnosed. She does feel like she's on the spectrum.
Yes.
High functioning.
Definitely on the spectrum.
We talk about it quite a bit.
We do. And I just feel like what society defines as normal or typical or average is just so restricting. It's just, human diversity is so vast. And I know I've talked about this a lot before, but I just think we should normalize different ways of thinking, normalize different ways of being and existing in the world. Instead of framing autism or whatever as like this horrifying, awful, tragic disability. Oh, it's like, nope, it's just a different way of existing in the world. Equally valid and equally relevant as anyone else. So, yeah.
Thomas says, where did you get that phone holder for your wheelchair? We ordered it off of Amazon.com. It's not made specifically for a wheelchair. I think it's more for a bicycle. But my dad figured out a way um, to put it on there.
Yeah.
So, and it's worked beautifully, and I'm very
Yeah.
thankful for it because it's easy for me to get it, anytime I need it. So, yeah. Local autism group sees me as authentic. What does that mean?
So they accept her, that's good.
Yeah. Didn't you used to go to a group?
Yeah, it was kind of like an Asperger's support group. I went with a friend a couple times. I could still go. Well, I don't know if they're meeting now because of the pandemic, but yeah. Yeah, so that's awesome. I mean, you know who you are. I know who I am. You don't need a medical doctor to tell you who you are or who you aren't. As long as you know who you are and how your brain functions and how you see the world, that's all that matters. But yeah, for some people, a diagnosis does matter because it can help you have access to services that you might need to get by in a world, in a society that's only set up for able-bodied people or neurotypical people. It's only set up for average people. So sometimes we do need access to those resources that kind of help us get by in a society that's not designed for us. So, yeah.
Not to interrupt you, honey.
Go ahead.
But I have a question for rolling around the Tri-Cities. May I ask why you are in a wheelchair?
Thank you. I try. I'm sure Haley thinks I ramble, but
No. They say it's lagging there.
Is everybody
freezing.
having a lagging freezing problem? That's weird. Usually it tells us when we're having a connection problem, but it's not saying anything.
Thomas, I just said already.
Maybe there's a lapse in the...
Oh, quadriplegic, C6, C7 to 19. I have multiples. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I hope that you're, still happy and living your life. I don't know if sorry is the right thing to say, because some people don't like sympathy. But
Gosh.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what the right thing to say is. But I'm sending you lots of support and love and
Prayers for strength.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure it can be easy because, it's new. You said 2019?
Yeah, last year.
So, man, power to you. Power and prayers to you. And we wish you all the happiness and love and support in your life. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good attitude to have. My brother was in a really bad car accident last year, but thankfully no paralysis. Just a lot of broken bones, but a long recovery. And I'm very blessed and thankful that he's well now. I mean, not that you're not well, but that he's not
is severely injured.
Yeah.
He's going to have some, not arthritis, but some bone pain,
Yeah.
in his life. But
Yeah.
He definitely had angels, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Looking out for him, as we all do.
Anyhow, I got to use the ladies' room.
I was wondering if you were about ready to sign off.
Yep.
That's good. Good for you. Awesome. She didn't want to dwell there. That's, and I'm sure that takes a lot of power and a lot of strength. Like, I have no idea what any of it's like. So I'm sure it does take a significant amount of just kicking ass and taking names, like just staying strong.
You're strong, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'd love to talk with you more. I have Instagram. If you want to follow me there. If you don't have Instagram, then we have a Facebook page as well. Both of those are Angie and Haley Present. And the Instagram, there's no spaces. It's just Angie and Haley Present.
All one word.
But yeah, it would be really cool to talk with you more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thanks for watching.
Well, may I ask your first name again? Rolling around the Tri-Cities. Good night, Shelly.
Bye, Shelly. Thanks, everyone, for watching. It's always great to chat with you all. Thanks, Tiggy.
I'm going to copy this. Thank you.
Sherry. Awesome,
Sherry, okay.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yes.
And all the love and blessings and prayers go out to you.
And we're going to sign through now, but thank you guys so much. It was a really good live today.
It was.
I appreciate you all coming on and supporting each other and supporting us. And we'll be back again 2 weeks from today. And we're going to be putting out some new content next week.
Definitely.
So
and be looking forward to our interview with an amazing, fun couple that we're excited to chat with.
Yes.
So
peace and love.
Peace and love.
Bye.
Bye. I'm thirsty so bad.